Elf found it helpful to think about the knotty questions surrounding the nature of gravity with his Gedanken experiments. He created an entire laboratory of thought experiments. In one, notionally inspired by seeing a painter fall from a roof opposite the patent building where he worked, he imagines a man falling from an impossibly tall building. As he falls, untroubled by fear of any imminent impact, he may consider whether he is, in fact, falling at all. If he releases any object he was holding, it would remain in the same position beside him. He would be forgiven for thinking that there was no gravitational field at all, that he was floating, weightless, and at rest in space. Such a comparison serves to demonstrate that our perception of gravity is strongly dependent on our frame of reference. Only by looking at the windows of the building scrolling past would our luckless man be aware of his imminent fate. Another of Einstein's thought experiments places our unfortunate falling man inside a large closed box that is, this time, floating freely in space. He would be truly weightless within it. That box then has a rope attached to a surface that was to become its roof, and that rope is pulled on by some divine and omnipotent being with a constant force. The box would be accelerated uniformly upwards, and the man inside would drop to the floor. All his senses would tell him that he now has weight. He is indeed sitting on the floor of the box as he would if the box was sitting on the surface of a planet, like Earth. He could be forgiven for thinking that he was in a uniform gravitational field, when in reality no such field exists. This example serves to demonstrate that the effects of gravitational acceleration are indistinguishable from those of a more traditional force-induced acceleration, the likes of which we experience in a speeding car or a cornering roller coaster. This so-called equivalence may seem obvious to us, but it became an important facet of Einstein's theory of general relativity.